Hi everybody and welcome back to my simple kitchen. שלום לכולם וברוכים הבאים למטבח הפשוט שלי. It's been a minute, but I'm back. Now, today it's a week from less than a week for Hanukkah. Next week is the first candle of Hanukkah. And today, in the Hebrew calendar, it's my brother's birthday. So I decided to do an authentic Eastern Jewish dish that mostly eaten in Hanukkah, but we usually eat in very special occasion. But you can eat it whenever you want, like all traditions. Now, this dish is called in Hebrew sfenj. That is a little oriented to the word sponge, that is sponge in Arabic. Now, you're gonna see it and you're gonna say, oh, it's a donut. It's not a donut. The donut dough is more dry and the dough it's more less runny. You're gonna see that the dough of the sponge is very runny and you need to work it fast because it's runny. Now, follow me to the kitchen. בואו אחריי למטבח. By the way, in the description I'm going to put the recipe, and in the first comment I'm gonna put a little bit of the history of the dish. Now follow me to the kitchen. Okay, here I have the flour. Now the amount that I'm doing is double the amount of the recipe. So I have here flour, the yeast, baking powder, and the sugar. Now I'm giving it a good mix. Sorry. As you can see, now the salt, and now I'm going to put the water. This is lukewarm water. I'm putting more or less half of the amount that I need. And I'm going to mix it good. Now, don't worry about the salt with the yeast, it's not going to kill it. And this recipe, it doesn't matter so much. Basically because of the baking powder. As you can see, the dough, it's very sticky, and after it rises, it's going to be runny. Now, one of the important things of this dough is if you do it by machine or if you do it too much, it's gonna be bitter, and the last thing you want, it's a bitter donut. Now I'm going to let it rest, and then I'm gonna see you back. Okay, we are back. As you can see, the dough is rising. Now, what I'm going to do, it's very simple. I'm gonna take all the air out and let it rise again. I'm gonna do it 3 or 4 more times, and then we're gonna fry them. So for now, I'm going to come back when it's time to put the sfenj in the oil. Okay, this is after couple of times that I took the hair out. I'm gonna show you more clearly how I take the hair out. Now, because the dough is sticky, I wet my hand and just like this. I'm taking the air out. Now, follow me to the frying pot. Okay. Now, with weight hands, I'm doing the piece and put it on in the oil. The dough is very sticky, so it's very important to, you can do it in 2 ways. You can wet your hands, or you can do oil. I use water. Okay. As you can see, the sfenj. Now I'm going to fry it both sides, then put it on a paper towel, and then when it's still very hot, we're gonna do the next step. So when it's time to flip it, I'm gonna come back, show you the color more or less that I want, and then we will continue when it's time for the next steps. Okay, it's time to flip it. And this is the color I want. Now, I'm gonna do a few and we're gonna come back to the next step. Now, the next step is to dip it in white sugar. Now, this is the traditional way to eat it. You could put powdered sugar, you could put glaze, you can put chocolate, you can do whatever you want. But I'm showing you the traditional way to eat this dish. So we're gonna come back in a second for you, in a few minutes for me, to do the next step. Now it's time for the next step. This is still hot. I'm gonna dip it in the sugar, just like this, all sides, and this is the traditional way to eat it. And I'm doing this to all of them when it's still hot, because if you do it cold, it's not going to stick. As I said, you can eat it like that without the sugar. You can put powdered sugar, you can put chocolate, you can do glaze. But this is, again, this is the traditional way to do the dish, to eat this dish. They usually serve it with tea without sugar, and you eat it while drinking the tea. So we're gonna finish this and we're gonna come back for the final words. So this is the final product, as you can see. Now, this is the reason this is called sponge. Thank you all for watching. תודה רבה שצפיתם. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it. ותזכרו, אם אני יכול לעשות את זה, אתם יכולים לעשות את זה. ביי.